Hey everyone, I'm going to show you today how you can use Claude to actually start getting free leads from Google. Now, people have been getting leads from Google for a long time, but typically in order to do, there's a couple of different ways you'd have to do that. Number one, you'd have to manually copy and paste information, very ineffective and inefficient. The second one is that you've had to use sort of scraper tools that can go out and scrape the data from the web page and then put that into a list. But these cost money every month. And not only that, you're limited necessarily by how many you can download from this scraper tool every single month. So right now I've been actually playing around with the new version of Claude, the paid version of Claude. And I want to show you just a cool thing that you can do. If you're already using Claude and you want to start using this, it's a cheaper solution than using one of the scraper tools that are out there. But you can utilize this tool and get a lot of leads directly from Google and start putting them directly into your system and maybe even start prospecting these people right away. So let me show you how this works. First of all, if you don't know, Claude has come out with a new Chrome extension. And right now, all you have to do is go to the extension web store, search for Claude, and you'll see it right there. Click it, download it, and install it. This is what it looks like here on the toolbar. Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit. I can't. So right now, this little Claude icon right here, I've got it pinned. This is where Claude Chrome extension is. And now you can actually include Claude inside of just your browser to be able to do things for you inside here, like scrape leads from Google Maps. So here, if you take a look, I've got this opened up to plumbers in Boise, Idaho. It could be anything, any business, any niche, any city, or even in any state. But anyway, you get the point. So right now, if you come in here and you click in Claude, first of all, I will let you know there is one thing about this. You need to have a paid version of Claude in order to use the Chrome extension. So that means the lowest version is the $20 a month plan. It's cheaper if you do the yearly one, but I will make that this is not available for free plans. So you can't do this for free, but you're going to have to pay for this one way or the other. If you paid for scraper tools, those things cost 30, 40 bucks a month. And then they're only limited by maybe a couple of thousand, 10,000 leads that you can get from different companies. Here, you could use Claude as a browser to just start gathering lots and lots of data. And honestly, it's just very simple. When you come in here to Claude, I'm going to go ahead and paste this because let me move myself out of the way here. Give me a second. So right now, if we come down and take a look at this, I'm going to see if I can try to blow this up some, and I cannot, sorry. So I'll just read it to you. Gather company name, website, phone number, Google star rating from every company on the page and put all the information into a spreadsheet. Boom. Simple. Not a complicated prompt. Just tell it what information you want out of here. Now, if you want to gather additional information, if you want to gather the reviews, if you want to gather just their hours of operation or anything like that, feel free to include more fields in here. But I'm just trying to show you some of the basics. So here, you're going to go ahead and just put this on here, and you're going to go ahead and click submit. Claude is going to look at this, and he's going to sit back and say, okay, let me make sure I understand this correctly. So now Claude's going to come up with a plan. So number one, read the Google Map page listing for plumbers in Boise, Idaho to extract company name, blah, blah, blah. Scroll through the results and capture all the companies listed on the page. Compile all the gathered data into a CSV spreadsheet format, create a Google Sheet or downloadable. Approve plan or make changes. That looks good. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So now what's going to happen, if you take a look here, Claude is just going to be going through and just going to be working through the page to sit back and just gather all the information. Now, right now, this is going to take just a few minutes. So right now, this hopefully shouldn't take too long here, but this right here is just something that people have been doing, and they still do currently to get leads from Google. It's very easy to sit back and scroll, gather all this data. And let's just say you're looking specifically for people that may not have websites. You don't have to scroll through all these things anymore. You don't have to scroll through this to try to find a company without a website. Maybe you want to redesign their website or stuff like that. Fine. Then you can sit back and just simply, once you download this, it's in Excel format. Just simply look, sort, and filter by the website field for anybody that doesn't have a website. And boom, now you have their company name, their phone number, things like that you can go after and start potentially targeting them to see if they're interested in you building them a new website. Now, the reason I'm excited about this is I began using Claude more and more. I've used different AI tools for different things, and I've been using Claude a little bit more and more for things as I learn more and more about it. But right now, it's just a really cool feature that they've included this stuff, and anywhere you go, it could be the Yellow Pages, it could be Chamber of Commerce, it could be like literally any site that you have access to. It could be a directory listing site. Even if it requires a login, this is cool because now you can simply have a browser, a plugin that works and connects directly with the page you're looking at. So the Claude doesn't have to go log into a page, for instance. You see what I mean? It doesn't have to log in to a particular secure site that you mainly have a subscription for. But when you log in, you might get a list of all the vendors or a list of all this other stuff, but they don't make the list downloadable. Now you can actually have Claude go through and just search through the entire page and pull that entire list down. So right now, that's just some of the cool things that you can end up doing with Claude. And again, this is in the beta feature. So you have to understand sometimes this thing may act up. It may freeze. But again, this is still beta, but right now it's still creating the spreadsheet with the column headers, because as you can imagine, If you're searching for something generic like plumbers in Boise, Idaho, there may be a lot. There may be a lot of data that you have to go over to, but notice how it's pretty much pulled all this information all the way down here. It scrolled all the way through the bottom, and now it's here just creating the spreadsheet. Okay, let me just tell you a few things that happened. There's a little bit of a break there. I had to pause the video. It looks like initially when I first ran this, Claude actually broke. So this is what happened. Claude was running and it just kept going through and looping and looping. And what I figured here is that because this is still in beta, it was trying to actually create a Google Sheet inside of my Google Drive. So right now, I think there might be a problem with that. So I sat back and had to restart, but I changed the prompt slightly. So I wanted to tell you what I did. And rather than just saying, same thing, gather company name, website, phone number, all the stuff, and on the page and put the information into a downloadable CSV file. So I actually had to specify that because when I said put it into a spreadsheet, Claude, because I've already got my Google Drive and some other things with the connectors on Claude, it tried to be cute and connect it with Google Drive. Apparently there's a problem with that. You might have better success than I did, but it kept crashing every time it opened a new spreadsheet. And then it was trying to populate the data. It kept crashing. But it looks like just going it to a CSV file is fine. It did take about 8 minutes to run this thing to get everything finished and downloaded. But just overall, I did want to show you the end result. This is the file that was generated, and the file name is just really going to be the search that you're doing on Google Maps. So again, if you take a look here, pretty good. Company name here, website, phone number, Google star ranking, just gave you everything that you're looking for. And if we just take a look here, I'm not even sure how many this is, 115 leads. Right there, just boom. So if you have Claude and you're trying to look at, if you're already doing this anyway, or you might be looking to prospect in different areas, different cities, different niches, different companies, this would be a great way to do it. But please, based upon what I just saw with the beta version, have it go into a downloadable file, and then you can always import this into a Google Sheet if you want to, but there seemed to be a problem. I actually ran the Google Sheet twice, tried to see if it would restart and would work a second time, but it kept crashing on the Google Sheet part. So I just didn't include that in the video, just to kind of save you guys some time and some trouble. Just make sure you modify your prompt to say a downloadable CSV file. That way it just downloads the file, gives you all the information. But again, if you have a paid subscription to Claude, then you can absolutely do this. If you learned something that this is pretty cool, smash that like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, things like that. I always appreciate it. Good luck to you and stay in there. Have a good day.